Welcome everyone to another product review video. Unfortunately today I have to use my M camera to capture myself. This is not my favorite camera. For obvious reasons, it just takes a lot longer for me to set it up. So in today's video, let's get started why you're actually here. And here we go. The product review between the Canon G9 G9. Actually, it's the G9x II versus the Canon G7xII. Which one is better? Now, before we get started, first of all, let me put on my sunglasses because it's time to get serious. Also, if you enjoy this channel, enjoy the review, make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. It's free to join. There's going to be a link right down below. So, which one should you be actually getting? This one, the James Bond camera, otherwise known as the G9x II, versus the Canon G7X. There is a lot of different reasons why you should actually own those, and why do I own all three of those, including the Canon M camera. Right there, that's taping me right now. Of course, you're probably here for one reason. You want to know which one is superior. So I'm going to be starting off with the James Bond camera, which is G9x II. The G9x II is one of those ingenious, awesome cameras that you can take to any event. It is slim, it fits in your pocket, and I also recommend it for you to use this case to put this in. It's very handy. You can put this in your pocket and you can go anywhere you want. And I like to have this. And you can even put it on your belt as well. Another way is you can even put it on your hand. Lots of ways for you to use this. Very handy. There is also the benefit of it being small. I got the silver version because if you go to a party, you want to impress your date, you take out the James Bond camera and you start taking pictures. Amazing pictures come in small boxes, and this is one of those. Very small camera that gives you a lot of extra zoom and benefits, all in one. It's handy, it can shoot macro modes. This is one of the best cameras for macro, for getting close-up photography, for getting amazing breathtaking pictures. But there is a few disadvantages to this camera. One, the obvious. It only has the view screen on the back, which is the same problem with the other camera as well. But here's the big problem with this one. You can't take selfies with this. There is no selfie mirror here. And this one does. You can take amazing selfies. This is better for a vlog camera. If you don't need to take selfies or film yourself, this one is just better. It's a little small. Also, this dude has wide angle to this. The wide angle lens lets you capture more and give you those amazing wide angle images. So this can actually do this. This only goes to 28mm. Shame on you, Canon. The same exact camera, the S110, which I still have, has 24mm. If this had the 24mm, this would be the perfect almost camera. Except, there is no selfie mode in this as well. Also another benefit of this camera too. Size-wise, and you will see soon comparison. So those are the reasons why you should consider those two cameras, and we are going to go into hands-on review which one is better face to face. So you're probably wondering which one you should be getting and why. There is two different cameras here and the budget for them is very similar. But this one is slightly more expensive should you actually fork up the extra money to get the G7X versus the James Bond camera. And here's the reasons why you might want to consider this one. This one has a few added benefits such as the grip. You actually have an actual grip here. So you can use this to take better images and better stabilization when you take pictures. Also, there's a very cool feature here. One, when you move this, it's going to make this sound, which is good because when you're going and trying to figure out what you're taking pictures of, you want to make sure you're focusing and you hear it when you're focusing. But if you don't like this feature, guess what? Press on it on the side and no sound whatsoever. So this is a cool little feature, by the way, that some of you guys might love. Lots of other handy things here and toys for you to play with. It has a double kind of an exposure screen over here. One, it gives you the ability to do plus and minus manually using your hand. Two, you can do the same exact thing with the wheel in the back. Three, you even have this feature right here where you can switch between the different modes. And there is a recess button so you don't accidentally press on and off. A flash button, unfortunately, this is super close to each other, so you have to be super careful here so you don't accidentally turn this off. Fortunately, it is recessed in, so it's not that easy for you to accidentally turn it off. There is an actual zoom on and off button. And if you want the flash, you just press on this and the flash just pops out. And it gives you extra coverage because it goes so high up here. So it doesn't accidentally blow anything over here because it does go up. The sound is all the way in the top. Shame on you, Canon, putting the sound in the top where you can accidentally close it when you're filming. Other than that, this is where the sound is coming from. Or it's actually taking the sound from whatever you're filming. So that's where it is from. Some people modify this and put something on top of it so you can know where the sound is coming from. Just make sure you don't cover it up. That's an excellent modification you can do. This is one of the reasons I was sold on this camera. One, I can do selfies with this. Two, I can video vlog myself, and this is exactly what I use it for. Two, you can use this for concerts, close-up photography, micro photography, and let's say, for example, you're on top of something and you want to take a down picture of it and it is too dangerous for you to just put yourself just to see what's going on over there. Instead, you just look in this. You can see whatever is on the bottom. Lots of great uses for this. Unfortunately, it's not coming out on this side, but that's still okay. So this articulate screen is one of the main reasons I was sold on this camera. Also because it is 24mm and it is very good low image quality, 1.8 to 2.8mm. This gives you very bright, crisp and beautiful image, and this is great for low light photography. Talking about low light photography, this is almost as good with low light photography and close-up photography. Unfortunately, this has a lot of things I dislike about this camera. Except for the small size, which is great, and unbelievable beautiful images that it takes. One biggest issue with this is it's not as great with low light as it should be. Two, it only goes to 28mm, not 24. Shame on you, Canon, for coming up with another great masterpiece just to ruin it with this one small thing about this. I do like the way it looks. Classic design, beautiful. I don't know if you ever seen the movie King Kong. This is exactly the kind of camera they were using to snap images with. So that's kind of cool as well. Also, the touchscreen in the back. Guess what? This also has a touchscreen in the back. You can even put a protector film on it and still get the benefits of the touchscreen. The buttons are all perfect everywhere they are. But this one has this thing that you can spin it out and choose between the different functions. Unfortunately, this camera doesn't have this feature. Everything has to be done with your hand. There is a lot less buttons here, making this simple, but at the same time, it takes away the functionality and the fun factor as well. So this is a good camera if you're just somebody who wants to snap images and forget about everything else. If you want to go full manual, enjoy the manual modes and everything else, you want to go vlogging, this is the right camera for you, the G7X. Now, last thing that I recommend for you, there's going to be a link right down below maybe, is protection case for both of those cameras. And this is a great camera. It fell down on concrete a few times. It is still working. Probably thanks to this case that I keep it always in. Same thing for this one. You should always keep your cameras protected. You just never know when you might accidentally drop them. That said, you probably know which one I like and I'm biased for. And you can probably figure out which one is the next camera I probably is going to be selling. Which one I'm going to be keeping. And which one I'm hoping there is going to be an awesome upgrade. So I can get the next version with as well. Your thoughts are more than welcome. Right down below in the video. Let me know which is the best camera for you. Which one you decide to buy. And of course, if you love this channel, make sure you subscribe to it. Sorry for the inferior video quality, but the superior video quality only comes from the G7X Mark II. I hope this really makes your decision, and whichever one you decide to buy, so much easier and better. There's going to be a link right down below where you can buy this, as always, on Amazon, in case you do and decide that you want to get this for yourself. Let's zoom in to this camera once again and show you how it looks up close and personal, just in case you never got to see it. This one is a masterpiece. Interestingly enough, the James Bond camera is also my favorite. This is why I have both of them. Why do I keep this one as well? This one is actually better for micro photography. For some reason, I'm having a lot more trouble using this for micro photography. Other than that, I might actually end up selling one of those. And you probably know which is the one I'll end up actually selling. Hint, hint. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe to this channel and see you in the next video.